Rome had conquered kingdoms, defeated rivals, and expanded across the Mediterranean. But despite its power, the Republic was collapsing from within. Political chaos, civil wars, assassinations, ambition tearing the state apart. And after the death of Julius Caesar, everything changed. Because from the chaos that followed, Mahas, one young man would rise above every rival. Not through brute force alone, but through patience, strategy, and political mastery. His name was Augustus, the first emperor of Rome, and under his rule, Rome would enter a new age of power. The year is 63 BC. Rome. Augustus was born as Gaius Octavius into a respected but not dominant family. At first, few believed he would become one of the most powerful rulers in history. He was young, physically unimpressive compared to famous generals, and far removed from the center of Roman politics. But one connection changed everything. He was related to Julius Caesar, one of Rome's most powerful figures. Over time, Caesar took interest in the young Octavius. He recognized intelligence, discipline, potential, and eventually, Caesar made a decision that shocked Rome. In his will, he adopted Octavius as his son and heir. Then, in 44 BC, Julius Caesar was assassinated. Assassination of Julius Caesar. The Republic exploded into chaos. Power struggles began immediately. Conspiracies, fear, violence, and suddenly, a teenager named Octavius inherited Caesar's name, fortune, and political legacy. Most expected him to disappear quickly. They were wrong. Octavius moved carefully. He understood something many rivals ignored. Power in Rome was not only won on battlefields, it was won through alliances, image, and timing. One of his greatest rivals was Mark Antony, a famous general, experienced, charismatic, much older than Octavius. At first, many assumed Antony would dominate him completely, but Octavius proved far more dangerous politically than expected. Eventually, a temporary alliance formed, the Second Triumvirate, Octavius, Mark Antony, and Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, together. They hunted Caesar's assassins. The Republic became increasingly violent. Enemies were executed. Political purges spread fear across Rome. Then came the Battle of Philippi. The forces loyal to Caesar defeated the assassins, but peace did not follow. Instead, tension inside the alliance grew because three ambitious men could not rule Rome forever. Eventually, Lepidus lost influence, and the struggle narrowed to two men, Octavius and Mark Antony. Meanwhile, Antony had formed a powerful alliance with Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt. Their relationship became famous across the ancient world. But in Rome, Octavius used it politically. He portrayed Antony as a man abandoning Rome for foreign influence, a dangerous narrative, one that shifted public opinion. Octavius understood propaganda long before the modern world existed. The final conflict became inevitable. 31 BC, the Battle of Actium, one of the most decisive naval battles in Roman history. Octavius's forces defeated Antony and Cleopatra. The war was over. Soon after, both Antony and Cleopatra died, and for the first time in years, Rome had one undisputed ruler. Octavius now stood alone, but he faced a problem. Romans hated kings. The memory of monarchy terrified the Republic, so Octavius ruled differently, carefully, strategically. Instead of calling himself king, he accepted the title Augustus, meaning the revered one. It sounded respectable, powerful, but not openly tyrannical. In reality, he controlled Rome completely. The Senate still existed, traditional offices remained, But ultimate authority belonged to Augustus, and slowly, the Roman Republic transformed into the Roman Empire. Without most people realizing it immediately, this became Augustus's greatest achievement. He created stability after decades of chaos. Civil wars ended, order returned, trade expanded, roads improved, cities grew, and Rome entered a period later called the Pax Romana, Roman peace, a long era of relative stability and prosperity. Augustus also transformed the military, creating a more permanent professional army, strengthening borders, securing loyalty directly to the state. Under his leadership, Rome expanded further, its wealth increased, its influence spread across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. But Augustus cared deeply about image. He understood symbolism, monuments were built, temples restored, public works expanded. He wanted Rome to appear glorious, strong, eternal. One famous statement became associated with him: "I found Rome a city of brick, and left it a city of marble." Whether fully true or not, it reflected his ambition perfectly. Yet ruling such a vast empire was never simple. There were conspiracies, political tensions, family struggles, questions about succession, because Augustus had created a system centered around himself, but who would rule after him as he grew older? This question became increasingly important. Eventually, he chose Tiberius as successor, and in 14 AD, Augustus died. After ruling Rome for more than 40 years, the reaction across the empire was enormous, because by then, Rome had changed completely. Augustus had not only ruled the empire, he had reshaped its future. The system he built survived long after him. Future emperors followed his model, and the Roman Empire continued for centuries. Few leaders create new eras of history. Augustus did. From a young outsider, the Gauer to the first emperor of Rome, Saupi. His rise remains one of history's greatest political transformations. If you want more history content, stories about the rulers who shaped civilizations, subscribe. More is coming.